Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw Blitzo from Helluva. So first we're going to get started with our right eye, and in the center here we're going to curve this line up and then down on the right hand side, ending that on a diagonal. Moving underneath now from the corner, we're going to curve this line around and then back up, connecting that together. On the top now we're going to draw in a small triangle. And then moving down on the bottom, let's replicate that again. Let's move on towards the inside now, and we're going to curve this line back up and then down on the right. And now beside this, we're just going to draw in a half circle. And then again in the center, we're just going to draw in another half circle, curving that line around and then back in. Now that we have our right eye in place, moving over, lining this up at the same height, we're going to replicate this, making it bigger. So on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line all the way up and then over. And now from that corner, we're just going to curve this line back around and then in. On the top and bottom, we're just going to draw in a small triangle. And now replicating that again, starting from the top, we're going to curve this line over and then down. And then again from that corner, we're just going to curve this line around and then underneath. On the side now, we're going to draw in a half circle. And then in the center, we're just going to draw in a small circle on the left-hand side. Let's draw in the rest of the face now. So as we come up from the center here, on the right-hand side, we're going to curve this line up and then over. On the left-hand side, we're going to continue to curve this line around and then in towards our eye. And then we're going to curve a small line that comes down. Moving up now, leaving a small gap, we're just going to start by curving this line all the way around and then in. And now from that point, we're just going to curve this line back up and then down, connecting that together. Now from here, from the top, we're going to again curve this line back around and then down towards the right eye. And then from here, we're just going to extend this line all the way over. Now coming up on the right-hand side, we're going to draw in a curved diagonal line, arching that in. And now let's close off the rest of the head. So coming further down on the right, we're going to curve this line down for the mouth. And then we're going to arch this line around and then in. For the mouth, we're going to curve this line up and over in the center. And then from here on the left, we're going to continue to curve that up. To the left of this, we're going to arch this line around and then in. To the left now, we're going to draw in a curved triangle. And then as we come down, leaving a small gap, let's replicate that. Now on the horns on top, we're just going to draw in a curved line that arches around and then up. And we're going to continue this as we come all the way over towards the side. So we're going to stretch this further up towards the top, and then 2 more times as we come down. Now let's move over on the right-hand side, replicating that. We're going to arch this line over, moving up, replicating that again. Now let's draw the symbol in the center of the head. So we're going to draw in a small oval. To the right of this, we're going to curve this line up and then in. From the center again, we're going to curve this line up and then down. From here in the middle now, we're going to curve this line out on both sides. And then from here, we're just going to curve this line down on both sides, joining at a point. Now let's move down and draw in the skull in the center. So we're going to arch this line around and then in on a diagonal. We're going to draw 2 curved lines on either side. And then in the center, we're just going to draw in a curved line from left to right. For the eyes, let's draw in a small circle, making the one on the left slightly bigger. And then as you move over on the right, making that slightly smaller. Now up above this, we're going to draw in a curved line, arching that down. We'll do the same thing on the right. And now in the center, we're just going to arch this line up and then back down. And then continuing that line down from the middle, we're gonna arch this in. And then for the side of the neck, we're just gonna curve this line down on the left-hand side. Now let's move down, leaving a gap for the buttons. We're gonna draw in 2 circles in the middle. On either side now, we're going to bring this diagonal line up towards the top. Now from here, let's arch this line out and then in, and we'll replicate this on the right-hand side. And then one more time, we're gonna again arch that out and then in on both sides. Now let's draw on our right arm first, holding in the gun. So on the side, we're going to draw a small diagonal line that comes out, dropping below that, replicating that. Now let's move up. We'll draw another diagonal line that comes up towards the side. Dropping below that again, we'll replicate that, ending that at the same height. Now from here, we're going to bring this diagonal line in towards the center on both sides. And then we're going to close off the bottom of the arm by arching that line in. Beside that, we're going to curve this line out and then down on the bottom. Now let's draw in the finger. So coming up on a diagonal, we're going to curve this line up and then in. And then moving up again, curving that around and then in. From the point there, we're going to curve this line over on both sides. And then in the center, we're just going to draw in a curved line, arching that up. Now let's draw on the gun. So on the bottom, we're going to curve this line around and then up. We'll draw in a small circle in the corner here. On the top, we're going to arch this line over. Moving down on the bottom, let's replicate that. And now from here, we're going to draw in a curved line from top to bottom. And now on the side, let's just draw in a half circle. Now from here, we're going to draw in a zigzag pattern as we come all the way over towards the right. And then on the top, we're going to curve this line out, back in, and then curving that line down. Again, we're going to curve this line up from the point, bringing that out towards the side. And then we're going to arch this line around and then down. Now let's draw on our left arm. So on the left-hand side, we're going to arch this line down, leaving a small gap. We'll replicate that. Let's draw on the letter V on a diagonal on the side. Let's move down now, drawing quite a big oval. In the middle, we're going to draw 2 lines that come up towards the top. We'll bring these lines out towards the side, dropping down, replicating that. And then again from that corner, we're just going to draw 2 straight lines that come down. From the corner, we're going to bring this diagonal line in. We'll do the same thing on the right, curving this in. From the top, we're going to arch this line through. And then from that point, we're just going to connect this back up towards the top. We're going to draw in a curved line, and we'll do this 3 times as we come all the way across. And then from each point, we're just going to draw a diagonal line that comes out. For the thumb, we're going to curve this line out and then up. And then like we did over here, we're just going to draw in a curved line that arches out and then in. And then moving over towards the corner, we're going to curve this line up and then in. And then one more time, arching this up and then back in. Now let's draw on the jacket. So let's start on the left-hand side. We're going to bring our diagonal line down. Now from here, we're going to curve this all the way around past our hand on the left, arching that out. And then from the center, we're going to curve that around and then down. To the left of this now, we're going to curve this line in. We'll arch this line up and down. And then again, we're going to arch this up towards the top and then back down, ending that at the same height. And then now from here, from the corner, we're going to curve this line around and then up. For the hole in the jacket now, we're going to curve this line around and then in. For the right-hand side, we're going to bring this line down. We'll bring this diagonal line out towards the side. Let's curve curve this line around and then in. And then again, we'll bring this diagonal line out. From the corner, we're gonna curve this line up. And then from that point, we're gonna arch that up and then in towards the center. Let's draw in a diagonal line in the middle. And now let's draw in the right leg. So in the center, we're gonna bring this line directly down. Stepping across, leaving a gap, we're going to draw in another diagonal line. And then we'll close this off with a straight line, bringing that in. Now from here to the left, we're gonna curve this line over. And now from that point, we're just gonna arch this back up towards the jacket. And then we're gonna draw in a curved line from left to right. Moving up now, we're going to draw in 2 diagonal lines that come in towards the jacket. Moving behind this, we're gonna curve this line up and then down. In the center again, up, down, and then we're gonna curve this over towards the left. Now for the left foot, we're going to draw in another curved diagonal line that comes down. Stepping across, replicating that. And then we'll bring this diagonal line over towards the side. From that point, we're gonna curve this line out. And then from that corner, we're just gonna curve this line up. From here, we're gonna arch this line around and then down. And now let's draw in our tails. On the top, we're gonna curve this line down, up, and then over. And now let's replicate this pattern. So moving down again, we're gonna curve this in, out, and then back in towards the left foot. Now we're gonna draw in a curved line that arches out on both sides. And then we're gonna meet that together at a point in the center. And now let's draw in a curved line from left to right on the top. And then moving down, we're going to draw in 2 more curved lines, leaving an even gap in between. And then on the top for the spikes, we're just gonna curve this line out and then in. And we'll replicate that 2 more times as we come down, making that smaller every time. And that is it. That's how you draw Blitzo from Helluva Boss. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.